Are you looking to hone your skills in monitoring and evaluation? Walk with me through this video as we expound more on the monitoring and evaluation course offered by Corporate Staffing Services. As usual, my name is Miriam Mondo, in charge of training and career advisory services. And today I'm joined by a special guest, our monitoring and evaluation trainer, who will be joining me in this conversation. Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Nice to have you on board.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we are talking about the monitoring and evaluation course offered by the Corporate Staffing Services.
Okay.
And you, as one of our lead trainers for this course, it's an opportunity for you to just introduce yourself. Tell us more about yourself, what you do, your background as far as monitoring and evaluation is concerned.
Thank you so much, Mary, for that introduction. My name is Sarah Kimathi. I'm a social scientist, and I hold a master's degree in project planning and management, and currently I'm pursuing a PhD in monitoring and evaluation, which is under project planning and management. My experience spans through 15 years, right from when I started my work in World Vision, and also going through to AMREF, and also I have worked with St. John's Community Center, and this has given me a lot of opportunity to work as monitoring and evaluation specialist, monitoring and evaluation program officer, and also as a consultant, where I have undertaken a number of evaluations, that is the baselines, impact evaluation, and even midterm evaluation. And therefore, I am looking forward into doing more in monitoring and evaluation.
Great.
Yeah.
Quite a lot to learn from you. Now, why are you so passionate about monitoring and evaluation?
Well, I'm passionate about monitoring and evaluation because first and foremost, it's the backbone of performance of projects. And so when we talk of monitoring and evaluation, we monitor mostly projects, programs, and policies. And so it is very important that we see them succeed. Whenever we initiate projects, whenever we initiate programs and policies, it's important that we see them succeed and perform well. And therefore, monitoring and evaluation helps us be able to sit and measure and assess. And therefore, it is the backbone of project performance. Yeah.
Great. Now, I'm looking at monitoring and evaluation as a course or as a skill. Who is this course designed for?
Well, I would say, Mary, monitoring and evaluation as a course is designed for every professional, and more so those that are already practicing monitoring and evaluation out there in the field, and they don't have any knowledge of monitoring and evaluation. And so because here we are equipping you with tools and techniques so that you can gain effective skills for monitoring and evaluation, where you're able to get tools and techniques to measure, to assess, and be able to implement your activities effectively and efficiently. Yeah.
I know this is where we get most questions as to whether is it okay to do or to start with monitoring and evaluation before doing project management, or if I'm not a project manager. Maybe you can expound briefly on that.
All right. It is very okay to start with monitoring and evaluation, even when you're not a project manager, and even when you're fresh from school, or even when you have worked for many years, or when you're working, because this is a cross-functional discipline, and it is an evolving discipline. And because it involves gaining knowledge and skills and tools, equipping you with tools and techniques to be able to measure progress and to be able to measure the performance of your project, then you really don't need to have that background of project. You can dive straight to monitoring and evaluation. Yeah.
Great. Now, signing up for this course, what should I expect in terms of the content?
As I have said, you really don't have to have a background in project. Then we will jumpstart you by giving you an overview of the project so that you can be at par with everyone, and in as far as projects and programs are concerned. And then you will be able to learn the rationale. Why? What is the importance of doing monitoring, and what is the importance of doing evaluation? And then you'll be able to get to know the concepts that are used in monitoring and evaluation, because these are unique concepts that we use, concepts like outcome, output, which many people confuse, and the impact, and things like target. You'll be able to learn all these concepts, and you'll be able to know where they're supposed to be placed and where they're supposed to be used. And going through, we'll also be able to take you through data collection, and assessing and how you interpret that data. And then we go on to look at the monitoring and evaluation and learning plan, that is the MEL plan. We'll also be able to touch on the baselines, because the baselines are the benchmark against which your progress will be assessed, and therefore it's important for you to understand baseline and even differentiate between baseline and baseline survey. And then we'll also be looking at the feedback mechanism, because you need to establish mechanism for feedback and continuous review of what you're learning. And also we'll touch on the setting up monitoring and evaluation framework, system, for those that don't have any form of monitoring and evaluation systems where they work. And also we'll be looking at major monitoring and evaluation planning tools, which are very major. And these are tools like logical models that will guide you into developing monitoring and evaluation logical framework. Will also guide you into understanding and developing the theory of change, and also the conceptual framework, because these are major planning tools that you will need in your planning. Yeah, we'll also wind up by getting you to understand the adaptability part of it, whereby you need to establish mechanisms for continuous learning of the lessons that you're gaining when you perform the evaluation. So you need to understand the need for those review meetings and stakeholder engagement and everything that has to do with learning, so that you also learn. And you will also acquire basic research skill, because as an M&E, you also need to have some basic research
skills is very key.
Yes. Also, once you learn the major concepts of monitoring and evaluation and even getting to know the outcomes, then you will need to be able to learn about the indicators, because for every outcome there is the indicators, and therefore we'll take you through the development of indicators, and also take you through the features of indicators, so that you can come up with key performance indicators that will guide your project.
Great. Oh, I know the M&E tools that you've just talked about, like the logical frameworks, the conceptual frameworks, is very key, because I see quite a number are very interested in that area.
Yes.
Now, how practical is the course?
The course is very practical, because we will get you to get a dummy project. So we will work with a dummy project, which you will develop from your sector. If you're coming from climate change sector, if you're coming from infrastructural sector, we'll guide you into getting into a dummy project. And even if you're fresh from school, we'll also guide you on the kind of a dummy project you'll come up with, so that now we can guide you through developing a monitoring and evaluation logical framework, a conceptual framework where theory of change falls under. So we'll guide you into developing theory of change as well as a results framework. Yeah.
Quite interesting. I'm looking at every professional looking to sign up for the course, or even have already undertaken the course. What's the key benefit? What do they get to gain by taking up the course?
Well, one of the immediate output that you will get, or the gain that you will get, is the fact that you'll be equipped with effective skills for you to carry out monitoring and evaluation. And therefore this has a ripple effect for the fact that you will be an effective monitoring and evaluation practitioner if you are out there and you're practicing monitoring and evaluation. And if you're in any other sector, it will give you an opportunity for you to get into the M&E spaces as an M&E officer or M&E advisor or M&E manager. And also the good one is that you can also start getting into consultancy spaces. Wow. You can also take up impact evaluation as a consultant, midterm evaluation as a consultant, as well as baselines. You can partake baseline as a consultant. The other thing is the fact that you will have a certified, NITA certified certificate, which will also help you navigating through getting your career advancement. And also in our class, we foster an environment where you can network. Oh, wow. And so you will have an opportunity to network with your classmates, and that also creates a bigger social capital in as far as your network is concerned. Yeah. I
love the aspect of getting to validate the skill, because quite a number of practice M&D without knowing, and they don't have the certificate to show that this is an area that they are equally very skilled in. Great. Of course, the duration of the course, I know it's a 2 weeks program.
Yes.
And most of the time it's online classes in the evening.
Yeah.
So I believe anyone watching this video has learned quite a lot, and there is still more to learn now when they sign up for the course.
Sure.
Thank you so much for spending time to share with us. And I'm looking forward to have quite a number sign up for the course so that you have more students.
Thank you so much, Mary. We welcome everybody to sign up. We will train you, and you will gain these good skills for your monitoring and evaluation.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
As you have heard, of course, monitoring and evaluation course is very holistic and it's cross-functional. If you are looking to hone your skills in this area, then this is the right course for you. We encourage you to sign up for our upcoming class by filling in your details in the link below, and we will be able to reach out to you to guide you on how to access the link for the next upcoming class. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.